Gosh, whatever is that noise? What is it? Oh geez, just one of the jet boats going past over there. Look at the time though, 20 past 3. I knew I was pretty buggered after that morning's work this morning, but I did not realise I had nodded off for that long. We've lost a bit of time. So welcome back to surviving Spectacle Island. So we've still got a little bit of firewood here, so I think we will crack straight into getting some of this all loaded up on the back of the, on the front of the tractor really. Normally it'd be on the back, but this one's on the front with the tray there. And we might then head down to town and go and suss out that other firewood sell point. I think there's another one in town somewhere. And then we might go have a look down at the shop and see if there's any more, or if the shop owners had any joy trying to find any parts for this. And any information on what we can and can't do with it. So we'll get that put up in there. It'll be good. Now I'm just going to take this one away so the firewood doesn't go on the wrong one. Go and put it over the other side here. Backed. That's going to be far enough. Yeah, that'll do. We'll move the tractor closer just to make sure that it all goes into this firewood. We'll crack straight into that. I need to buy a chainsaw as well. That's something else I was thinking about, so we can start getting some land cleared, and then we have to think about what we're going to do. I've been thinking, I reckon we might start taking some of these trees out this way. Clearing out there, we've got quite a bit of grass on the ground. Maybe we could start mowing some of that and see if there's a market locally to sell some grass, or whether we need to make it into hay, or what our choices are there. So we'll have to give that some thought, but it will all depend on what we can get for this tractor, whether we can do any of that. I do have the scythe there. But it'd take a while to go around and mow too much of that grass with the scythe, pick it up with the buckets and wheelbarrow, but we will see. Right, I'm going to get the axe out and get started on some of this firewood. Alright, there we go. We haven't quite managed to fill that firewood box, which is a bit of a shame. Would have been nice to have enough, but unfortunately I just have no way of cutting down any of these trees. Could always try with the axe. I don't know if that's going to work though. No, can't get it down with the axe. So we might just have to shoot into town and go and pick ourselves up a chainsaw, I think, and go and see what we can do. So let's go for a drive. This will certainly be a lot more pleasant than taking that bike, that's for sure. We'll head up there and go and see what's at the shop. Alright, somewhere down here in the town should be another wood sell point for the firewood. I think that might be up here just on the right. We'll just pull in here. A lot of houses around here. They've got their fire on. Nice warm day. Here we go. Not quite full, but $3,800 for that lot, which is fantastic. We're almost at 10 grand already. It hasn't been a bad day so far. But we're here, so we'll carry on down to the shop. And we'll go and have a look, see if we can find any items of interest that we could get attached to the vehicle, and also to see if we can get a chainsaw. Obviously that will be important to being able to cut down some trees and start getting some land cleared. We'll get around the corner and we'll go and have a chat. G'day there, me again. Yep, that's it. It's the tractor we found. Not a bad find, was it? And it ran, which was even better. Now, did you manage to find anything about attachments? About what we can put on the tractor? Oh, you've got a catalogue? Fantastic. Let's have a look through it. So there's a plough. That's fantastic. How wide is it? About 2 meters. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all, considering the we don't know how big any land we're going to get cleared is. So that'll be good. Any cultivation tools? Oh yeah, there we go. There's a 2 or a 3 meter option there. So we could look at both of those. Good. And you said there were some planters. I see on the cover that there was a planter. What can we do with that? There's a seed drill, a seed box which will sit on it. Will that go on with our tipper? Ah, the tipper detaches. Okay, well that'll be good. And there's also a planter. Ah, so we could diversify our crops. Sugar beets. Wonder what they'll like to do. Might have to have a chat to some of the locals if sugar beets are really worth it. What I'm most interested in though is grass equipment. Is there anything in there on grass equipment? Oh, there's a great range. We can get cutting bars, front bars. We can get a butterfly cutting bar. Oh, 8.5 grand though, almost. That's going to add up pretty quick. But 7 meters wide, if it was paired with one of these front cutting bars, 13 grand. But we'd get a decent amount cut in one go. But at least we could start off with one of these front cutting bars, because we will need to get some other equipment too. We'll need, depending whether we do hay or silage, grass. Oh, well, thank you for that. I'll give that some thought and see where we end up. Now the other thing I wanted was a chainsaw. What do you have available? Well, that's not a bad range. All the same price? I think we'll go with the still. Alright, thank you for that. That'll be good. Good start. Right. Let's get back to the farm and we'll have a little bit of a look around. Maybe mark out where we might cut some trees down. And how we might start getting some land cleared. But certainly some good options in what we could or couldn't do there with the tractor. Alright, here we are back at our little slice of paradise. Taking a bit of time to get down there and back and get everything done. Almost 5 o'clock. Suddenly sun's getting a bit lower in the sky, the shadows are all getting a bit longer. But we do have a chainsaw now. One thing I was interested in doing, finding a couple of similar sized trees, maybe those two, and trying to compare our return. We've got the Sawmill, which is pretty close, a lot closer than any of the Firewood points are. So it'd be interesting to find out whether we're wasting our time cutting these up into firewood, whether there's more money in lumber and logs. Obviously at the moment I'm kind of stuck with my 2 arms to lift the logs into the tractor, so we'd have to cut them to a shorter length, which might make them worth a little bit less. But all the same, I think it'd be interesting to cut these trees down and have a go, so might do that. Might cut one of them up into firewood and make one of them into some logs. So we'll get our chainsaw out. This Stihl chainsaw looks pretty neat, and see how we can go. So if we just get this on the side here, go. Well, the other thing, we're getting some wood chips. So I wonder, I might have to get the buckets out and see if we can keep some of those. Maybe stockpile them somewhere, because I know there's a market for wood chips. Alright, we've got these trees cut down. Let's try and get some of these branches taken off amongst all the scrub. There we go, and the other one over here. And I'm not sure how bigger logs we might be able to handle by hand. Gonna have to experiment with some length. There we go. Alright, what do we think? We can, what that length's like. Oh yep, we can handle that one. So if we just bring this down next to the other one, maybe try a little bit of a longer length on the next one. I've got to remember I need to fit it on the back of the tractor too. The front. Again, make that same mistake. Try that just there. We can pick that one up now. Oh, yep. Right, I might just bring the tractor over and see how that goes for size. Alright, let's have a look here. That one's just a touch longer than the tray is there, but we can fit it in. There we go. Probably find this one here's going to be a bit too long too. Yeah, it's just a bit too long. Worry. There we go, they're in. So let's carry on cutting these down. On there, cut there. Cut about there. Let's see how this goes. Alright, put that one up. Grab that. Grab this one. And put that up there. Perfect. And lastly, one's a bit longer. Should cut the end off it. It's alright. We'll get it twisted around. Gonna stick out too far. No, that's alright. There we go. Right. That's that one loaded. We'll get that one cut up in a minute, but I'm just going to go grab the wheelbarrow and see if we can get these wood chips picked up, stored somewhere. Alright, there we go. We'll just come over here. I'll see if I can scoop it up with the buckets. Not sure if I'm going to be able to or not. There we go. Looks like we're able to pick up the wood chips, which is good. More, there'll be some over by this stump somewhere, won't there? All those tidied up. Our bucket's full. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's our bucket full. Now, if we can tip these into the wheelbarrow. Okay, that went alright. Alright, that'll do. Can't quite get them all, but at least it's proof that we can pick these up and put them on the wheelbarrow. Not sure how many we're going to have to collect to be able to make any money off them. Anyhow, I might just leave these buckets thing up on top of the truck. And let's have a look at this log now about getting it cut up to made into firewood. Alright, there we go. I can't really cut that firewood yet because I'd have to put one of the boxes in and we've only got a couple left. That one's already got a little bit in it, so that would ruin our little test. So we'll just bring this one over. Put it down there. A decent amount of wood chips again from that. And let's go and get this log sold. Get down to the sawmill, have a chat to the guys down there and see what this is worth. Alright, here we are, down at the sawmill. We'll head over, we'll do a wood chip sell point there. They must export them out off storage space, I guess if they've got any logging crews in. And I'm guessing this is our wood sell point, so let's go and jump in here. I suppose it would make sense that we go and drop the logs off over here. This looks a bit more like it. Here we go. Put them at the loading side of the sawmill. Not quite as big as the logs I've got, and we can't tip it out there. Okay, let's see if we can just sell it from in the back of the tractor, front of the tractor. Alright, there we go, $499 for that one tree. That's not too bad. We could certainly fit a couple of trees in the tractor if we cut them up a little bit shorter. So I think we will go and try the firewood. Back again. I don't think I've once come into the farm the same way or into our property the same way as I've gone out it. So we'll just get the tractor off there. Right, get the firewood box up in the front of the tractor Not even sure what these are going to cost us to buy. We're going to have to get some more of these. Not sure why. Unfortunate that the firewood places keep them. They probably cut them up and make them into firewood as well. They can actually make quite good kindling. That'd be nice and dry, easy to split and get the fire started with. Anyhow, let's get the axe back out, not the chainsaw, and see what the firewood's worth. Alright, all cut up, and not quite half, maybe a third. Based on that figure, I think we're going to find that this firewood's going to be quite a lucrative gig, knowing what we've got off the price of the other ones. But just grab the wheelbarrow. We just managed to fill the wheelbarrow up there. Oh, and it tipped out some down the hill. Typical. Right, we might just this in the back corner here. We can tip it out just there. Alright, there we go. We couldn't put it on the floor of the shed. But what a cool little, right from the sliding feet, that's what a cool little animation there. And I did just discover that if I turn on the wheelbarrow, like so, it has a neat little spade animation, like it's being filled. You just drive forward there, it might pick the rest of it up. Quite going to. Do that, then tip it back out. That's pretty cool. It's going to take a while to get anything worth selling, but it's worth keeping. Right, let's get this firewood down. We'll head down to the first firewood point we went to last time. That's the closest one. So let's head down there. We're just coming up on the mining camp here. We'll head in and go and park up next to the shack here. And our firewood should disappear. But alas, it is not. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if I've got enough. I don't need any more for today. Alright, well, I was looking before, and if I just bring up our menu in game, you can see on the right hand side the firewood, and it actually says the grain warehouse, cargo ship, sunflower oil factory, and several other areas there would take firewood. I think if we look at the map, the grain warehouse is the closest spot to us. We might carry on. Cargo ship, I believe, is back over here, down by the shop. We might just carry on down to the grain warehouse and see if they'll buy it. Well, I saw this place on the way in on the ferry and came in past this ship, which is loading up with something out there. You can see the crane dropping some bulk, like wheat or something like that, going in there. I think if we just head over this way is the grain sell point. We'll just see if we drive over here whether they will buy our firewood. No, looks like another failure. So I just wonder if it is we don't have enough firewood in the firewood box. While we're down here, we'll just take a quick look around. There's a few spots we can bring some of our future products down to. Like that's it's like wood chips in there. It's called the root crops. Ah, of course, potatoes, not wood chips. Propane over there. We can not sure how we make gas, but we must be able to make it and sell it. Another sell point here. This one is called the sunflower oil factory. Alright, always interesting places. Working docks. Quite fascinating. Very common you're allowed to get out there and drive around them like we are too. So I better leave before we get into trouble. We're back again after our fruitless trip trying to sell this little bit of firewood. So I might look at cutting down another one of the trees that were about the same size, and then we can get at least, if we can try and sell 2 trees, we'll know the value. But I think I'm pretty confident that we're going to be sitting around the, if that's a third full, even a quarter full, you know, $1,000, $1,250 for what's in there, which still be more than selling the tree down at the sawmill. So that's that. But it's 5:45. I don't really have anything else I can really get into and commit a lot of time to. So we might just wander in, have some dinner, call it a night. I know there might be some rain forecast tonight, so a bit of a storm coming. We'll just keep an eye on that. But just before we do, I'm just going to do a little bit of a guide here. So just for transparency, this is the land we own. So basically we own everything to the seaward side of the main road through this island. Obviously, as we've been driving through it, it is a large area of land. It's going to take us a long time to get anywhere on it. So that is the land that we have to work with. It's all covered in trees. It's pretty much all the same. There's some areas which are a little bit more open, but some areas which have a lot of trees on them. So we'll be doing that. The other thing I was going to look at is I was giving some thought to what we're going to do first. Just looking on the prices, we had a look at the different options here. Grass is only $80, but hay is $800, which is even more than silage. And it's at the straw barn. Straw barn's just over the bridge here, so it's nice and close. So I think what we might look at doing is seeing if we can find some haymaking equipment. We'll obviously need the mower, tedder and windrower, and a baler. So whether we find something with the money we have, or at least to give ourselves a target to get to with the money. So I might spend a little bit of time before I go to sleep and see what we can find to get started on some hay. So I will catch you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. What a wild night that was. It seems to have cleared. A few clouds around, but it sounds a little bit calmer than it was in the middle of the night. I don't know what the noises were, but it has certainly had me second guessing whether I'd done the right thing giving up where I was. Coming out here to this sleepy little place, but when you wake up to a view like that, you start to realise you might just be in paradise. Anyhow, let's go and have a look around at what we're going to do today. So, oh crikey. Thought I heard something, but that tree blowing down. How lucky were we that it missed the house. How close that was. Another one there too. 2 of them blowing down. Oh, I knew it was stormy in there, and we did hear something, but didn't expect to see trees down. Hang on. Does that look cut? Wood chips and sawdust? Why would anyone want to cut down a tree? That one's the same too. Almost like someone was trying to scare us off. Like that. I sleep just on the other side of that wall. That tree would have covered it, come down here, would have landed right on top of the bed. Oh, that's got me worried now. I thought I heard something. I didn't hear any trees crashing down, but might have been when there was all that thunder crashing around. Whew. Oh. It's got me a little bit concerned. Alright, just take a few deep breaths and think about what we're going to do. Well, after a couple of coffees and a little bit of thought, I'm not going to let anyone scare me off. We came here with a challenge. We're going to survive. No amount of scaremongering is going to kick us off the land. I am going to have to figure out why someone might not want us here. What secrets this land might be hiding. No one's been here for years, so I don't know why anyone would be wanting to scare us off the first night we've been here. But anyhow, we're going to carry on. We've got some tasks to do today. Now you'll see the money's gone down. We were taxed $862 at midnight for a maintenance tax. So that's something we're going to have to factor into our financials. So I was doing a little bit more research last night and I've come up with a list of what we're going to buy. Firstly, we're going to get some mowers. We've got the option of just getting the front cutting bar, which is a 2 meter width, or the butterfly cutting bar, which is taxed out to 7. That's going to be $13,400. Obviously we could buy that used, which should reduce it a little bit. Then to make hay we're going to need a tedder. Got this one here for $1,000. 2.7 meters wide, 34 horsepower. So we can certainly drive that with our tractor. We're up to 14.4. We need a windrower. And we have one of these options here, probably the $1,000 option here. 10 horsepower, 3 meters wide. We could go to a 4 meter wide one for $1,500. Similar horsepower requirements. So there's a couple of options there, but that's going to take us up to almost 15 grand. And last but not least, well, 2 more things. We're going to need a baler. And got the option here for this New Holland conventional baler, the 600 litre bales. But again, it's only a 20 horsepower requirement and $4,000. So I think we will look to pick that up. So we're up to about 18 or 19 grand with that. And then finally, we need a trailer to help pick up the bales. We could obviously use the tray on the front of the tractor, but it's not the biggest. We have a couple of options for trailers here. Got a old wooden trailer here for $1,400, or the old wooden wagon is $1,500. All in all, we are going to need about 20 grand to get into our hay. So we're at 8. What I might do is get started on chopping down a few more trees, getting a little bit of land up here cleared, and giving us an area we can mow. So I might just go around the perimeter, clear some trees, and figure out where our field might be. I think I got a bit carried away there. Who knew that using a chainsaw would be so addictive? The power to cut all those trees down. That's given us a pretty decent clear area in here. We're going to have to get working on getting these cut up. I am contemplating actually heading down, using the 8 grand we've got, heading down to the shop and buying that trailer. I think if we could throw these logs in the trailer and take some of them down to the sawmill, might not be quite as profitable as the firewood, but might also be a little bit quicker. And we're going to have to go around with the wheelbarrow and pick up some more of those wood chips as well. So I'll get to clearing branches off, delimbing all of these, and then I'll give some thought as to whether we do that. I might, what I might do, fill up the firewood box that we've got on the tractor, take that down, see if we can sell that this morning, and then possibly look at picking up some, maybe even the trailer and maybe even the mower to start with. Probably could just about afford both of those. So I'll keep on going with getting these delimbed, and then we'll make a decision. Right, look at that. Now we can really see how clear it is. Oh, looks like I've missed one over there. Oh, go. You right over there? Oh, poor little thing. Another one too, in the deck. Right, I've cut that one up there so we can get some more firewood made. Go and grab the tractor and go up and get that done. I tried to deliberately actually pick one of the same size trees that we've already got in here, just to then, if I could get say 3 in here, we could still do a bit of a comparison against our selling just the logs. So we'll give that a bit more thought. Now I'd be careful driving around here with all these trees down. Find a way to get over there. Not this way, right? We might have to go around the edge on the coast. Alright, there we go. Managed to make it round here. So we'll get the axe out and get chopping. Alright, that one's about half full, so let's see, is this one... And there might be a similar length. Get that one cut up and maybe then find one more. Look at that. Pretty much full, so it's exactly 4 trees. So whatever this brings us in, divided by 4, will be a good comparison to what a tree on its own would have cost. So we'll jump in, we'll head down. I do still want to try one of those other sell points, so maybe we'll go for a different route this time. I might just take a quick look and see where we could go. Just a quick look, the best price is out here at the soy milk factory. I think we can get to, getting back down here towards the docks. There's a bit of a land bridge just under the water there that we can drive along. The second best price was over at bakery, I believe. Oh no, Portside Grains, which is right down here at the shop. So if we're going to go down to the shop anyhow, we may as well go to the grains, even though it would be nice to go and explore a little bit more of the map. We've plenty of opportunity for that. So let's head down that way. Go down and try out Portside Grains as a sell point. Of course, the beauty of going there is if we can't sell this firewood at those points, we could sell it at the firewood sell point in the residential area. Alright, so we're down here at the fishing dock by the looks, where we came in on the ferry dock as well. And just over here is the grain sell point, which said it took firewood. So we'll just see what happens when we drive over this. See if we can sell it here. It would appear not, and of course I can't tip it out to see if we can. Oh, that's a bother. I just wonder if it's because it's up on the tractor. We can't sell it, but I don't want to tip it off and find we can't, because part of the rules is no super strength. So we will just head back over to the firewood sell point over in the by the houses, by the I think it's by the general store actually, which kind of makes sense. Good place to have firewood, and go and see if we can sell it there. Alright, there we go. $5,156 for that load of wood, which is proof that we get about 1,200 and 12. I was going to say $1,250, $1,300 per tree, so it's about 2.5 times what we would get selling logs. Good to know as a reference. We can probably get more for logs if we cut them to a longer length, of course. Maybe if they are bigger wood, rounder wood. We'll get down to the shop here and go and have a look about what we can buy to start prepping for our mowing the grass. That horn gets me every time driving in here. Every time. Right. Go over in here and have a chat to our friendly shop assistant. Good morning. How are you this morning? Good to hear. Right. I've come in to buy some things. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We're just down to business and we'll get straight into getting some new equipment. So I think I'll buy the front bar mower for the tractor. I think it was the Lizard brand. I also want to get a trailer. There's a couple there that you had, old wooden trailers, and I'm wondering whether I might get a couple more firewood boxes. How much are they? Only $50 each. Oh, too easy. Right. That'll be perfect. We're going to go with this old wooden trailer. Has these options here without even going to the discount for used second-hand to have a new or used design. Changes the finish on it. I think we'll go with that, which actually brings it down to $900. The beauty of this one is we could actually, in the future if we upgrade trailers, we could modify it to take wood. We're actually paying for the most expensive option, $100. But it means, I guess, with our toolbox back at the shed, we could modify it if we want to carry some bigger logs on it. If we get a front loader or something we can lift with, we'll go with that trailer. $900, a good purchase. Second thing we're going to get is the front cutting bar there. So we're going to get this used second hand. I don't think we're going to change the colour. Does it cost anything? It doesn't cost anything, but maybe we'll go with the green match our tractor the most. Probably the old green. Go with that one, see how it looks. We'll buy that. We've actually almost got enough to be able to buy the cutting bar there, but we won't at this point. I think maybe once we've increased our field area, we might want to mow, we might be able to do that. But the last thing I was going to look at was the firewood boxes. Firewood pallets, there we go. So we'll get a couple of those while we're down here. Here we go. Right. Thank you as usual, you have been most helpful. Right, let's go and pick up these things. I believe we have to go up on the ship. The ramp either end. We'll scooch around and head up there and see if we can find everything. Now just hoping we can get that mowing bar on while we've got the tray on the front of the tractor. Otherwise we might have to, if we can put it on the trailer. Alright, there is everything lined up nicely for us, so we'll get backed up and put the trailer on, and then we'll try and see about how we attach this mowing bar. Able to stop about there. Okay, that attached. Just back up a little bit. Hopeful I can slide this in and under. About there, a little bit further. Go. Do anything else to attach it? I think so. Alright, perfect. Then these both go. Let's put them in the back trailer. Go, one in there. And second one in there. Excellent. Do I have any straps to tie those on with? do. Okay. They won't go anywhere. Right, perfect. Lift it up. And do it with the spray on the front by the looks of things. Put it through there. It looks like I got the colour right. Not a bad match. Right, let's get back up to the farm now. This is exciting. Good progress. Back again, and looking at our new field area. It feels smaller than when we left or bigger than when we left. Anyhow, I'm quite looking forward to getting all those logs cleared out of the way and getting into getting the grass mowed. It'll be quite exciting. But for now, I think I will wrap things up there for this episode. Save getting all that done for next time. I think if I started on anything now, we would be here forever. We'll just park the tractor up there. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that second episode of Surviving Spectacle Island. Thank you all very much for the comments on the first episode. Certainly motivated me to try and keep the story going. So thank you all for that. I hope this lives up to expectations. But anyhow, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.